guys, welcome back to Gypsyfae Creations. Today's video is a soap making with beer. I've never made a beer-based soap before and I thought I would give that a try today. I also want to test out a new technique for placing my embeds on the soap, and I'm going to theme the soap around my home state of Maryland. So let's get started. Soap, instead of using a lye water solution, you are using a beer lye solution. Pick out what any beer you think is cool, whatever you have lying around, and you want to boil that down for about 15 minutes. I did 18 to be safe because when lye and alcohol mix, it's not a good combination. And I boiled 2 cans of beer to get the proper ounces that I needed, because when you boil things it does reduce. And I've got my oils that have sat at room temperature, and then the beer lye has sat at room temperature as well. We're just going to mix these two just like you would with a lye water solution. And it doesn't smell good. You're not making beer soap because it smells good. I can tell you that. When you mix lye and beer together, it's pretty smelly. So pouring this down my kitchen vibrator here, and getting it to a light trace. Alright, the beer that I'm using is called National Bohemian. This is a Baltimore classic. It is a Pilsner, I believe. In my opinion, it's kind of like trash beer. I don't drink beer. I'm not a big fan of beer, and this is kind of like a light beer. I don't have any interest in drinking it, but because I'm making a Maryland soap, this is a originally made in Maryland beer. It is a local favorite. It even has like a little crab on tab here, so you can't get more Maryland than a Natty Boh. The colors I'm using are the flag colors. The Maryland flag colors are gold, red, black, and white. I think I want to make the white the dominant color and accent it with the red and yellow and the tiniest bit of black. So I'm just going to separate my batch here. And in this little container is what I'm going to put the black in. Okay. And then in this big one, I'm going to put some titanium dioxide that I've mixed with some distilled water. We're going to give this a whirl so that we can incorporate the colors correctly in correct orders here. Hold on. White. The yellow I'm using is Firefly and a Maya Gold mica powder. All the micas I use are from Nurture's soap. This is a firecracker and a little bit of red vibrance. And then for the black, I'm going to use some black onyx flare, just because I love the sparkle in this stuff. And activated charcoal, because that always gives a nice dark black color. And it's good for your skin as well, so it does add some good properties to soap. And then we'll set this to the side. The fragrance that I'm using is a tomato leaf and coriander fragrance that I got from Nature Garden Soaps and Candles. I chose this fragrance because Maryland, they love their tomatoes. And I wanted to keep it as neutral as possible so that it's like men and women might like it. I also wanted to keep it a little natural. And because, again, we like our tomatoes here. It's nothing like a homegrown tomato from Baltimore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with my spatula, starting with the light colors first, just to wipe down all the sides, make sure everything is incorporated from the fragrance to the mica. It's a very fresh smell. It's very earthy, very green, fresh. If you've smelled the tomato plant, it's pretty spot on. It's a little more complex than just, you know, a tomato leaf, but it's nice. I like it. Make sure I'm getting everything in here. Now look at those colors. I think they're perfect. Those are the colors I was looking for. I do want to go back over each one of these because they're a little too runny, and the technique I'm using today is an in the pot swirl. I think I might need everything a little more thicker. Which means this is a good fragrance. This isn't accelerating anything. This isn't thickening up on me or icing on me. And it smells so much better than it did when it was just the beer and lye. I can't even explain to you the smell. It's like burnt hair. It's really bad. I think if you mix even coffee or anything with lye, it never smells good. So it's not just this beer. Alright, I'm gonna do the in the pot swirl on this one. I think I want to let it set up just a little bit. It is still a little too runny for me. Got a better angle for you as I do this. I'm going to start with pouring in the main colors. And I'm going to save some for the top of the soap. I'm not doing a fancy icing top on this soap. Okay, I think I don't want the black for a top. That's fine, I don't need that. I asked a lot of people, a lot of my friends, a lot of people from Maryland, what I should make this soap smell like. And it was tough because a lot of people were saying Old Bay. If you don't know what Old Bay is, it's a seasoning. We put it on crabs, and I thought, who wants to smell like Old Bay? A lot of people said burger cookies, you know, a little chocolatey dessert that we like to eat around here. What else did they say? Saltwater taffy, black-eyed Susans, that was a big one. And unfortunately, I could not find a black-eyed Susan scent. It wasn't something that was like, I guess popular. Couldn't find one, so that's why I chose this one. I kind of asked everyone and then just didn't even take their advice. Alright. And I still think I need to let this set up a little more before I start putting the top on. I'm just going to use a spoon and make a textured top on this one. So I'm going to let this set up a little bit and go from there. Highly recommend this fragrance. I'm telling you what, it is taking forever to set up. So the reason I'm not doing the icing high top on this one is because I bought some in-beds that were practically chocolate molds with melt and pour in them, and they're a little too big. So I didn't think they would look very good on top of soap, and I wanted to try a different method. So what I'm going to do is probably put them on after I cut the soap. Fingers crossed, anyway, that I know what I'm doing. Alright. Kind of looks like ketchup and mustard. Why does soap always have to look like food? Like every time I make soap, I'm like, oh, this looks like some food. I'm hoping one day I get better at this. Spoon method. Gonna spray the top with some isopropyl alcohol and let it sit. Actually, I have this sitting out. You guys ever had this? We eat it on crabs, and I thought just for the fun of it, because everyone thought I should make it smell like Old Bay, I'm gonna get brave and sprinkle some on the top. Why not? There. It's Old Bay. Putting all the flavors that I can possibly think of into this soap. Show you the in-beds. They are little crabs. We love our steamed crabs around here. They're known as a blue crab, and we get them in the Chesapeake Bay, and they are blue. So I didn't know which crab color to make. So I made both. We've got the fresh crab and we've got the steamed crab. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, and I'm hoping to attach them to the front of the soap. So fingers crossed again that this turns out the way that I want it to. I'll be back to show you guys the cut. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I like it better in soap.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Alright, so soap has been sitting for 24 hours. It's a little soft, but you know, I'm impatient and I want to cut it. So here we go. So many jokes have been made about this soap so far. Like people washing with it and like getting pulled over and smelling like beer and crabs.
Oh, come on.
I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. No, welcome to Baltimore. I love it. Look at it. Oh, it's gorgeous.
It sure is beautiful. Look at that. It's a purr soap right right there. Look at that. Alright, let's see what this second cut looks like.
What comes after the letter N, Bradley?
What's that?
What comes after the letter N?
7.
The letter N. The
Q.
letter. It's a letter N.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing there. Ooh, ah.
No.
beautiful soap.
How does Baltimore pronounce their
O's.
How about them O's?
Get on over there and see them O's. Get yourself some crabs.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
You love it, don't you?
I'm super happy with this, and I can't wait to put the little crabs on there. I think it's gonna look gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I don't think a lot of people are gonna get how awesome this soap is if they're not from Baltimore. Like, I've never made a beer soap before, and I want to make all the beer soaps now. Why have I not thought of this before? What beer soap should I make next? Maybe like a Christmas one?
Kind of looks like pastrami from the top.
No, it doesn't.
I'm just kidding. Silly girl.
Pretty. I think I captured the colors perfectly. Like, these are the Maryland flag colors. I love it.
Beautiful.
So pretty. I'm so happy with this soap. I'm really liking the non-iced tops as well. That was cool. I love the split in the color in that.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Okay, so how I'm hoping to do these embeds on here. Hoping is the key word.
You need to hold them when you do that?
No, because I'll probably like get it on you and then it'll burn.
That's fine. I'm a husband. I can take lots of pain and suffering. Comes with the territory.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
Hey, Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a crab short.
You are?
Stick it on there.
Yeah, push it on. And did you miscount your
He's shedding.
crabs?
He's shedding. Right there.
He's a shedding crab.
No, I didn't.
You missed a crab.
I just missed a crab.
That's okay. You get.
It already the mold made like 8.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't feel like making a 9th.
It's alright. Then we'll just make another one later.
I love them. They're gonna be a hit.
I believe so.
To the locals, anyway. Ta-da! So, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you are interested in any of the soaps that you see me make on this channel, check out my Etsy shop. I list them on there, so whatever's available you guys can purchase. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more fun soap making videos. You guys can leave me any questions or comments down below. I promise I will get back to you. And until next time, guys, smell you later.